Hi everyone. Thank you very much for joining us today. It's a London campaign support. My name is Ksenia. I am Students Union Coordinator, and my colleague is Students Union Coordinator as well. Today I'm here for delivering you a short training on how you can run a successful campaign. First of all, massive congratulations to you all for nominating yourself to be a vice president. We were so pleased to see all of your nominations, manifestos, beautiful pictures. You made a great job so far. And now we are at the beginning of even more exciting journey because it's campaigning time. And here you can be creative as much as you want, and you can develop a set of skills which will be really beneficial for your future employability. It's creativity skills, campaigning, it's marketing skills. All of those we will cover today. Just please remember that the more you put into your campaigning, the more you get out of it. So let's get started. Today we will cover these 4 key questions. First of all, how London Students Union will help you promote yourself. Also, important topic about budget. How much money will you have, how you can spend it, and how we will refund your expenses. Exciting topic on how to run a successful campaign, and it's probably why all of you are here today. And also quite important rules which you need to follow in order to make sure that your campaigns align with campuses, rules, and other voting regulations in general. First of all, what promotion London Students Union can offer all of you? As you remember, when you submitted your manifesto, you provided us with key information about you as a candidate. So it's basically your name, it's your photo, and your top 3 priorities if you are elected. We will collect all this information and we will put all of you in one candidate booklet. When it will time for voting week, we will distribute this booklet in both campuses. So every student can take this booklet and have a look at all candidates. And in the meanwhile, we will try to upload this booklet online. So we as Students Union will provide you with equal opportunity to make sure that all students get to know you as a candidate and get to know more about what you can offer them if you are elected.
Okay, hi everyone, I'm Izzy. If you haven't met me yet, I'm the other SU coordinator, so I'm sure a few of you have had plenty of emails from me, but I'm just going to run through the budget that you will have available to you for your campaigning. So as an SU, we will give every candidate £50, no more than £50 for you to enhance your campaign and make your campaign the best it can be. So you can spend £50 on what you wish to spend it on. You can get stickers, you could get posters printed out, you could buy some sweets and treats to hand out to students when you're talking to them. So have a think about what you would like your campaign to look like. Would you like posters on the walls? Would you like stickers to give to people to wear, or badges, or do you want to give sweet treats out to students as a bit of a sort of thing to go forward with trying to start conversation with them? So have a think about it. You have £50 as your budget, and it's really important that you keep it at £50 because it has to be fair across everybody. It has to be democratic, so we don't want to see anybody spending more than £50 because it can create unfair advantages, etc., etc. So what to spend your budget on and how you will get the money from us. So number 1, you must keep all your receipts. If you don't keep your receipts to show us, we will not be able to give your money back to you. So we have to see proof of purchase for us to reimburse the money to you. So that's really important. Do not get rid of any receipts. Make sure that you ask for receipts when you are paying for things, and make sure you keep confirmation of anything you've bought online. Number 2, do not go over budget. Like I said, it has to be fair across everybody. So £50 is your limit for your campaign. And then number 3, you must submit all your receipts to us by the 20th of March. So we need your receipts in our inboxes by the 20th of March so that we can reimburse your £50 to you. And then what to spend your budget on. So like I said, you can spend it on stickers, you can spend it on posters, flyers, anything you like. But just make sure that you screenshot or keep email confirmation of anything that you spend it on. So like it's shown in this slide here, you can send us the Amazon confirmation or the dispatch confirmation, but make sure that it's got the breakdown on it so we can see what you're buying and how much you're spending, because we don't want you to, for example, spend £10 on your campaign and then order £40 of stuff for yourself, and then for us to reimburse you £50 because you're only using £10 of your budget on your campaign. So make sure you send us the breakdown of what you're buying, as well as the confirmed bit to say that you've actually bought it and there's actually been paid for.
So let's move on. How to run a successful campaign. First of all, you need a good promo plan. When I said that you can be as much creative as you want, it's exactly what I meant. Because here we can just give you a few directions, but we can't decide for you what exactly you will do to promote your campaign. You might concentrate yourself on promoting yourself on campus, and maybe you will go every day on campus and just chat with students. So maybe during lunch break, or maybe whatever you see some students, you can just say them, hi, do you mind if I introduce myself and my campaign? And also you can put some posters on campus and stuff like that. Or maybe you will concentrate yourself on social media platforms, and you will promote yourself via Facebook, Instagram, etc., etc. You can be creative, you can combine different approaches, and basically you can do whatever you want, which aligns with rules and regulations. When you think about how to promote your campaign, try to think that you need to reach the whole student body, and you want to represent the views not only yourself and not only your close friends, but most of students, because it's exactly how students will feel that your campaign is relative for them, and they would be up to give their vote to you. Once you came up with a nice plan of how you want to promote your campaign, you can start preparing and ordering your promotional material. And here we want to advise you on using canva.com. If you've never tried this resource, it's really handy, and you don't need any special expertise on graphic design. So basically, I, for instance, created this presentation on canva.com, and it was super easy. It don't take lots of time to think on how to do your posters, how to do your Instagram, or any other graphic design. So whatever idea you have, you can use templates on canva.com, and you can implement any idea you have. So please make sure that you check canva.com. Also, we advise you attend campaign training, which we will share a schedule you later on in our presentation. Those campaign training for you to attend and get to know more about successful graphic design and campaign from professional, because now we just share a few top tips. But if you want to develop deep knowledge on how to engage your audience via your campaign, then definitely please attend those trainings. And once you prepare everything, you can start promoting your campaign all over campuses and social media. But please make sure that you don't start your campaign before the voting week, which starts on the 25th of February. A bit more about social media campaign. There is no any limits what platform you would like to use. It can be Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, whatever is suitable for you and for other students. You can be creative with your content, so maybe you will share your manifesto, maybe you will record some videos of yourself, maybe you will create some engagement quizzes or games with your audience. Whatever you think will help students to get to know you as a candidate and vote for you. Just a few quick rules. If you have any staff accounts, then please don't use them to promote yourself. And also, please remember that your campaign, the main goal is that your students will vote for you, not against other candidates, which means that when you will promote yourself, you can't put any comments against other candidates or any comments related to other candidates. You promote yourself and your manifesto, and nothing related to other candidates can be used.
Okay, so just a few rules around campaigning on both of the campuses. So in Farringdon, promotional material can be put up in the hallways, the foyer and the notice boards. The rules are slightly different for East India. So if you're campaigning on East India, then you need to follow these set of rules, which is that the promotional material can be in the student sitting areas, so outside the SU office or the I Centre. You're allowed to put your materials on pillars, windows. You are allowed to put them on doors, but make sure you don't cover up any numbers, so no room numbers to be covered up. And you're allowed to put them on the grey walls. You're not allowed to put posters on any other walls around offices or in the lifts. Avoid putting posters in the lifts on both sites. We don't want to see the lifts covered with your flyers because in East India, we've got 2 floors, the whole building is not ours, and there's other businesses within that building that have nothing to do with our election. So we don't want them to start voting in the election or thinking that it's something to do with them. It would be very confusing. And yeah, we're just going to say avoid the lifts on both campuses. It's really important to know that. So when you're on both campuses, you must use white tack, so no blue tack on the walls because it stains the paint and it can take it off. So we're going to use white tack. If you haven't got any, don't worry because the SU staff will have some, so we'll be able to provide that to you. You must not use sellotape. We don't want to see sellotape on the walls because again, it takes the paint off. So white tack only for when you're sticking things up. You can interact with students whenever, as long as you are not interrupting classes without permission. So you are not allowed to just walk into a lecture and say, can I take 5 minutes to talk to students? None of that. If you have permission from a lecturer to take 5 minutes at the start or end of a session, you're more than welcome to do that, but you must have permission. But you are more than welcome to talk to students whenever you like elsewhere. So if it's lunchtime, if you can engage with students for 5 to 10 minutes, then feel free and do that. Just no interrupting without permission. And then finally, on both campuses, all campaign materials must be taken down on the 11th of March. So from the 11th of March, you're not allowed any promotional materials on campus. We will do a sweep and make sure that it's all taken down, but we would like help with that because we know that with so many candidates, there will be a lot of material out there. So if you can make an effort to take your own promotional material down by the 11th, then that would be fantastic. And you're not allowed any on from there. So now really, these are 2 really, really important rules that you must remember. So campaign material and promoting yourself for this election cannot start before 9 AM on Friday the 25th. So Friday next week is when voting opens. That's when your campaigning can start. If you start campaigning before that, then there will be sanctions in place because it's an unfair advantage. So remember, 25th at 9 a.m, that's when you can start putting posters up, that's when you can start campaigning for the election. Once someone's poster is up, you cannot take it down and you cannot cover it up with your own poster. So you can only put your promotional material up on free space in the areas that we have said you can. So do not cover up anybody else's promotional materials, do not cover up anyone else's campaigning, and don't take it down. It's not fair. Okay.
We are almost at the end of our presentation, and right after that we will take all of your questions. We understand that it's quite a lot of information, but don't worry, we will send all of you this presentation and you can go through this once again. As I said, we invite you to attend campaign training for all AU candidates. You can attend on the 21st of February or 22nd. You can choose any of those options because it will be a repeated session. It will be a session about how you can make your graphic design as engaging as possible. And on the 23rd of February, you can attend another training session about campaigning and gain some knowledge and skills on how to make as successful as possible your campaign. To attend those training, you will need Candidates Hub link. And here in the presentation, you will get this link and all schedule and all links to attend those training. Before we finish, we would like to remind you that during your second stage of application, you signed in election rules and regulation, which you every time can open and read through again. It's really important that all of you follow those regulations, because it means that this election will be as smooth as possible and every one of you as a candidate will have a nice experience of participating, of campaigning, and at the end of the day, all of us have a big goal to make positive change. So let's make these elections as friendly and as positive as possible. If you will have any questions or any doubts, you always can ask your questions, because we are here, Students' Union staff team, to make sure that you have no any doubts, or if you have any questions, you always have your answers.